What's up, y'all? Hey, it's your boy Cat Trap, $1 Million Verse. Tune in. Yeah. You ain't gonna wanna miss this. It's gonna be one of the truest lines I ever done. And it's more to come. So tune in right now. Hey. Still New Year's, I thought. What's up? Turn it down for what? Okay. Y'all ready for God's blessing that's about to drop on you? Hey. Don't forget, it's exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you gotta, go into exclusive spots where, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that many people, you know what I'm saying? You might just be off into the corner. But you know what I'm saying? It's time to be exclusive, you know what I'm saying? Start treating yourself like it's exclusive, you know what I mean? How y'all feeling out there today? You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that everybody got enough time to join my live. You know what I'm saying? If you're tuning in right now, then you blessed. If you catch me later on, you still blessed. You know what I mean? As long as you tuned in. You know, I got to keep it real with the people. So, disclaimers. We only looking for positive vibes. You know what I'm saying? If anybody on here with negative comments, you will be deleted and blocked. Period. You know what I mean? So if you got a positive message, a comment, share it. You know, anything else, you know what I'm saying? Don't ask me, ask God, you know. But we really about to get into it. How y'all feeling out there, man? I hope, your weekend is going well. We're going into the second weekend of the new year, y'all. What's happening? Come on now. Come on now. Y'all got to be grateful. You feel what I'm saying? You got to be grateful for the time. We finna get into this though, you know what I mean? I need everybody to tune in, like, share, and comment. We got some new friends, you know what I'm saying, that has requested and joined or accepted my friend request and join. Tuning in right now, you know what I'm saying, to exclusive. What up, y'all? So, y'all see the title. I'm definitely about to get into it, you know. So let me not waste too much more time with what I have for you. I'm feeling great right now, y'all. I hope y'all is too. On everything. Let's take our communion for the new year. So y'all see the title, right? That's what this message is about tonight. The message is about leave the past behind so you can focus on your future. It's sacrifice season. God says he's about to bring his divine chastisement on your enemies. They gonna whip. They never have crossed you. And they gonna have to face you before it's over. Facts. Tonight, I want to kick my live off tonight, right, with a quote from Hotness. I might not be saying it right. From Hotness Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi. And as I quote, it goes a little something like this. He said, strength does not come from physical capacity at all. It comes from an indomitable will. Do you got an indomitable will tonight, y'all? Chime in with your boy if you got an indomitable will. You can't dominate my will. You know what I'm saying? See, strength does not come from that physical capacity. I know we think we got the strength, we got this, that, and the third physically. It comes from an indomitable will. I'm here to tell you. Muhammad Ghani said this, and they locked that nigga up for years for no reason. Come on now. See, finding motivation to work out can be challenging, but I ain't talking about the workout where you go to the gym. I'm talking about the gym of life, baby. There are so many distractions along the way and less physical demanding alternatives to spending an hour at the gym or working out at home. But this spiritual what I'm talking about, though, I'm just talking to y'all in a metaphysical way, you feel me? See, even when we do get to the gym of life and start a home workout, see, having the desire to work hard and push ourselves is another challenge. Do you got the willpower to still push yourself when nobody else is pushing you to get to the kingdom? See, this live right here is for those times when you think you can't finish your workout of life, or you don't want to work out at all in life. It can like, what I want to say, don't lose my train of thought. It can have some pick me up time. Sometimes we need people to pick us up. So whether you are deadlifting at home or in life, or off to the gym for some much needed cardio. Who out there needs some cardio? My message tonight will give you that extra push needed to crush your goals and to overcome your enemies. Because they coming. Nah, don't think it's sweet. This message that I'm about to speak is so powerful tonight that Satan and all his legion of demons get weak. Are y'all ready? The house of God about to rumble. Yeah. It's your boy Cash App $1 Million Version. I said it. The house of the Lord is about to lose it. I'm really about to go there. Chime in with your boy, like, share, and comment. See, I'm here to tell you about God's wrath. And God's wrath is not a reckless rage, though. I don't want to, people to get it twisted. It's like an uncontrollable anger, nothing like that. It ain't like no senseless fury or an unjust vengeance. I'm talking about the wrath of God. See, the wrath of God is a precise and controlled response to the belittling of his holiness. Yeah, y'all, you belittle. Everyone who perishes under the wrath of God in eternity will not be, because God lost his temper with them and mistreated them. Nah, y'all ain't gonna never do my God like that. You feel me? We riding for him. I don't know who you riding for. I know who I'm riding for. Chime in right now. No, his wrath is gonna be because of the signs of the time and your free will and your own choices. This is suffering construed as divine retribution. What does wrath mean? Biblically, strong, vengeful anger or indignation. Retributory punishment for an offense of a crime. See, the message I'm bringing to y'all tonight is about that divine chastisement that all the select is about to witness on their enemies. Hey, y'all should be filled with joy though. that God is about to get at all your enemies? Huh? You don't want God to get your enemy? I thought that's what you've been for. And then he gonna turn them all to dust from which he made them. Instead of feeling sorry for them, God is about to get at your enemies. What you talking about? He about to place all your adversaries at your feet. They're gonna be coming to serve you. Damn your foes. God got you. But check it out, right? Let's just call this live so far. You know, if you've tuned into my live at this point, we're just gonna call this like an intermission. Even though I'm just getting started. I want to tell all my haters and enemies out there, hey, I love you. And ain't nothing you can do about it. I forgive you. And I'm forgetting about you too, all at the same damn time. It is what it is. I elevated from that season we was in. Now I'm about to manifest my future self. I'm just being human. I'm real with it, y'all. Come on now. If you're feeling me so far and if anything I'm saying resonate with you, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Everybody that went against God's people, you are fucked. I'm here to let you know. And I don't care, I don't like my language, however it go, get off my live. But I want to tell you how you can escape God's wrath. Yeah. How you can escape God's wrath for forming spiritual weapons against his anointed ones that you know damn well cannot prosper. Yeah, we're going to take communion. See, these people got the nerve, y'all. These people got the nerve. See, nowadays, audacity is at an all-time high. These niggas are, oh yeah, I got the audacity to do that. They'll do that. Watch it. You gotta be a discerning of spirits. The devil moving like a snake and a lion is what my sister Love told me. Moving like a snake and a lion. Look, I want to be real honest with y'all tonight. For real, for real. It's going to be a little bit lengthy. I don't really give a fuck about the devil, to be honest with you. And whatever type of moves he making. Because see, I'm at a point in my life where I'm not fucking with you if you're not at least trying to make your life holy for God, dog. For real, for real, for real, for real. We gotta at least try. And I don't give a fuck who not trying to be official with the Most High God. You know what I'm riding for. What about you? You gotta at least be trying to honor God. Even if you have to do it alone, dog. Come on now, for real. I'm just being honest with you people. Come on, there's too much going on out here for you not to at least be trying. And to the people that's playing, just to act, you gotta at least be riding with God, be trying to, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make an effort. I know some may not like the type of expressions I'm saying right now, but I gotta keep it real with the people. This message is for real. But I'm just being really real with y'all. Come on now. Come on now. See, we know when we had nobody else. See, it didn't matter. Excuse me. Because we always knew we had God. And God is a friend who listens to our bullshit tells us in our face that it's some bullshit, and then listens to us more and he listens to more of our bullshit. I keep it real, good people. Fuck all that. But this love and this mercy and grace is eternal for us. Y'all ain't never met nobody like God. If you can't do nothing else, you gotta thank God. You gotta thank him for his everlasting forgiveness, his love, his care. Come on, y'all. Where my believers at? Believers must interact with or preach to others with the purpose of helping them to obtain salvation. Let's keep it real. If we want to talk about it, we're going to bring this up because it's almost over. You got to abide in the experience and escape God's judgment. Just wake up. You got to live in the consciousness of the impending wrath of God upon the children of disobedience. And we are disobedient in some way. That's why you got to pray, you know what I'm saying, for your sins and your omission. Things you don't know you're sinning about. Hey, let me take you there. It's your boy Cash Rap $1 Million Version. Happy second Sunday of the new year. It's 22. What it do? How y'all feeling out there tonight? Like, share, and comment. Because I know something that I've said that will touch your spirit, your mind, or your soul. But I pray that your life is blessed, prosperous, and filled with abundance. Amen. Do we agree? I was reading my Bible today and I came across Proverbs chapter 10, verse 22. It says, the blessing of the Lord makes rich without painful toil for it. Shit, they working jobs and they toiling hard as hell for it. The blessings of the Lord make rich. So guess what that means, y'all? Them blessings about to drop. If you're ready for God's blessings to drop on you, I need you to like, share, and comment, heart this video. Are you ready for them? I hope so. Because this is the year that God is about to show up and show out and make you blow up big in the face of your enemies. God blessings are about to drop. I don't know if you know anything about that, but you better be looking for that manna to fall out the sky. Praise God, for he has promised us to do so. So get ready for your big breakthrough, because it's on the way. God's blessings are about to drop. I'm here to let you know a little something about it, because I done seen them drop. If y'all truly believe it, y'all receive that God's blessings are about to drop, say amen. Be in agreement with me. I'm back once again, feeling good. More better today than yesterday, y'all. Happy second Sunday of the new year. I'm excited and I'm blessed. All praise and power goes to the Most High God, you know, for putting me in a great position to bring you another exclusive message of that divine goodness talk, inspiration. Because we only talk about the good news over here. So anybody that got a negative comment trying to get on my channel, get a sniper, get out of here. Because we only want good vibes. Come on, y'all. Check in with your boy. Come on in and get your daily dose of motivation, inspiration. Because y'all know I got it. And I'm going to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? See, what I notice is now everyone needs motivation to get through life. Y'all need help. See, with this COVID-19, I don't care if they don't want me to talk about it. It's especially more prevalent since we've been dealing with the pandemic and the COVID-19 shit and all other type of shit going for people to receive motivation and inspiration. It's your time to rise right now. You got to talk to the people. You got to get the people to keep moving forward because they're ready to give up. And all of these motivational speech series that I bring to you, see, tonight we're going to dive into an encouraging message, but based on God first. And then the wisdom through the experiences that he has gave me. I guess you can call it a slight testimony. You will find that my live series of motivational messages that I be trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, share with y'all, inspirational sayings, you know, my posters that I might make, and positive life quotes will leave you inspired. You know you're inspired by it, so you might as well hit that heart, that like button, and share this video. It'll leave you motivated and rejuvenated to tackle whatever your day may bring. To put it simply, I remember a quote, because you know I'm reading this book right now that you might not know, but I'm telling you now, from C.S. Lewis, and it goes like this. Relying on God has to start all over every day, as if nothing has yet been done. We should all be grateful for our past. Come on now. The good times of our past, and especially the challenging times of our past, because all of it formed who we are today. And without your past, you better embrace your. I am embracing my past. I don't care what a hater got to say. Be grateful for the hard times of your past. Fuck my haters. Grateful for the lessons of my past. I made it through, haters. Grateful for the strength it gave me to overcome you, haters. But see, then I want you to decide that your future is more important than your haters. Is your future more important than your haters? You gonna keep dwelling on your haters, or is you gonna run into your future full speed? Let's go. Let go of the negativity towards your past that you might feel. People, events, and focus on building your greatest ever future. We entering our future self. Do you know who your future self is? Chime in right now with your boy. It's your boy Cash Round $1 Million Verse. So you are very, very close to your destiny and you don't even know it. I want you to keep your eyes on the prize. And if people don't like them, fuck them. They don't like it, fuck them. You ain't bringing them with you. God said they can't go. Let's keep it real with the people. Gotta go along. This shit is personal. Everybody can't go with you to the top. Shit. Many are called, few are chosen. I gotta keep it real with the people. It's my assignment to keep it real with the people. And it's my duty to keep it real with the people. Gotta be transparent with y'all. As the pastor said today, I'm gonna keep it transparent with y'all. Shouts out to Chuck. See, it's going down. It's really that. What we gonna do about the future? Everybody focus on the past and what went on in the past. And I'm just like, the past is the past. What the fuck is gonna do for the present and the future? But you wanna focus on the past. I know. Because the same way I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself as well. I was in that place. I was in that zone. It's like, what you gonna do now? You don't keep the strength. Because the strength don't come from a physical capacity. It's a spiritual warfare. Let's keep it real with the people, y'all. Is y'all ready for some blessings? Are y'all ready for those blessings to drop on your head in your life? I'm talking about, y'all ready for them cups to be running over and take communion? So they come. Them blessings about to drop, and ain't nothing your haters can do about it. They know your blessings are about to drop, and they's mad. Them blessings ain't about to drop on them. But touch not my anointing. I don't care what you might think about an individual and how you may perceive it. Don't go against God or his people. Not his anointed ones. You ain't gonna have no excuse whether or not you can use the spirit of discernment when it comes to his chosen ones. Because who you think the chosen one is not the chosen ones, and it's not happening. But we gotta thank God. We got to thank God. So I need everybody to tune in right now, you know what I'm saying? Chime in with your boy, check in. I'm going in, man, but I'm trying to go in a way where, you know what I'm saying, it ain't too much, you know what I'm saying, for the people to digest. Because you know, whatever you digest, you know what I'm saying, is what's going to come out. So if you ain't ready to digest this message that I got, I'll holler at you. Hasta la vista. But let me get back into the message about that devil that's moving like a snake and a lion. The devil moving as a snake and a lion, but he ain't in alignment with the God that I serve. I don't know what God you serve, but I ain't tripping about that, and I ain't got the nerve to come at God boldly because you can check you real quick. No, let me quit. Y'all know I go with it. Hey, I'm working on some new music. I know y'all been asking like, man, when you finna drop something new, something coming to you real song. I'm about to drop the blessings on you. You know what I'm saying? The blessings about to come from up high. You know, your boy sometimes be going through writer's block, but I gotta get together because I can't just be bringing y'all something that's thirsty. I gotta come to y'all when it's ready to manifest. So I was going somewhere with this, but you know, we ain't gonna let the devil take us off. I'm just having communion, you know what I'm saying? Don't be believe you. So let me get back into the message that I was telling. You gotta be ready. It's your boy Cash Trap $1 Million Version. For those of you who have tuned in, others have tuned in, and you might not be a friend, send me a friend request. You know what I'm saying? You might as well chime in and like and put a thumbs up. Because this message is going to resonate with you. Something I'm going to say going to reach your spirit. Man, I'm just so grateful. For real. Are y'all ready for the blessings of the Lord to drop on you? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that pastor, like, Is you ready for the blessings of the Lord to drop on you? And then people be like, I don't know if I'm ready. Well, you need to get off this channel because we're ready for the blessings of the Lord to drop on us. I'm back once again, feeling good, more better today than yesterday. I'm excited and I am blessed. All praise and power to the Most High God for putting me into a great position to bring you some more of that good divine goodness talk inspiration. Y'all gotta get with it, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta quit being dry in the church. You feel what I'm saying? If something is resonating with you and you feel it, you can't be worried about what your neighbor is thinking and how they feeling and this, that, and the third. You gonna have to get some praise. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a divine revelation, a confirmation. Something you felt it, but you ain't make a move because you was surrounded by the congregation. And you know what I'm saying? Instead of just letting go of yourself, how they fall out and talk about they feel with the Holy Spirit, like, oh, I could just fall. And once I fall and hit the ground, you thought that I expired, but I inspired, and I just turned into some doves that was released. Come on, y'all. I'm coming back with it, you know what I'm saying? I haven't even really got started into the message, you know what I'm saying? This is true. You're going to rewind this. It's time for you to be grateful for the hard times in your past. And grateful for the strength it gave you. You got to decide that your future is more important than your past. Let's go towards the future. Close to your blessings. Watch God blessing drops on your head. See, if people keep bringing up your past, put them there. Let them go. Everybody can't go with you to the top. If people keep bringing up your past and you ain't who you are no more, put they ass in the past. Be transparent with the people. See, there are people that were with us 10 years ago that's not in our season right now in 2022. Yeah, in 2013, 10 years ago, you may have been with them, rather they dead or alive. Some of God's people are not here today because they can't go into the future. You might not fuck with them no more. They done fell to the wayside. See, what you got to understand is that relationships expire, but you still got to move on at the end of the day. Y'all got the 10-year challenge going on, and I'm not knocking nobody who is participating in it. Do your thing. What I'm about is eternity challenge. Where are you going to be and go for eternity? Let's do the eternity challenge, my nigga. Y'all ain't telling people about the eternity challenge. Worried about the flesh. Flesh is gonna disintegrate. Eternity challenge, where you gonna go? See, it's a personal relationship with God. He gonna judge your heart. We don't know your heart. I don't know your heart. Don't nobody know your heart but you and God. So don't let nobody judge you. God knows that. And the same applies to anybody. Be transparent with the people, y'all, man. We got to keep it real. See, I don't care what you look like 10 years ago. I'm only interested in seeing if you still stuck in the same place, still broke, still miserable, still bitter, still hating, still ain't on shit as you were 10 years ago. You never grew up. The blessings are about to drop on you, me, and from on high. The anointing of God is on its way. See, the anointing of God is in me, not on me. Even if you take my life, I'm going to still get it back double like Job. So don't nobody. And don't let nobody run no guilt trips on you or do none of that shit. Because the blessings of the Lord is about to drop. Don't put the key to your happiness in nobody's pocket. You give the power over your peace. And that's priceless. So stop being a people pleaser all 2022 for real, y'all. Stop that nonsense now because these people ain't got a heaven or a hell to put you in. And you can offer someone the world and still not have a place in their world. It's time to let go of everybody that's not truly living for God. And you know who you truly is, and you know if you really truly live for God, you got the spirit of discernment or pray for it. You can't do it. You can get everybody help, but the only help you're going to need is from God. And the people he put in your life to get you this far, they may not be here 10 years later in the 10-year challenge. But look at your life, present right now. The people who was with you and by your side 10 years ago are jealous of you, envious of you, and now they hate you. For what reason? No reason. I'm going to tell you why they hate you 10 years later. It's because God is promoting you to a new and higher level, and they ass can't go with you, period, poo. Ain't that how y'all like to say it? But I want you to understand this. All the hate, all the jealousy, all the enemies, all the hard times, and all the losses you took 10 years ago is a blessing. So stop asking God why these people don't fuck with you no more. 10 years later. They was meant, never, they was never meant to be with you in this season right now. They can't go. So stop worrying about people walking out on you. It's just your turn now. For real, y'all. Oh, let's keep it real with the people, God. So stay away from raggedy-minded people and only hang around the people that have what you have or people that have what you want. Because, see, God said you are about to walk into one of the best chapters of your life. Get ready for it. If you want something different for yourself, you need to start moving differently right now. Old keys won't unlock new doors. Let your life honor God, even if you have to do it alone. So don't fret when these people switch up on you. Just remember to set boundaries because audacity is at an all-time high with these niggas. Let's keep it real with the people, God. You gotta leave what's in the past back. Just that place to pass. So let's ride out the future with God, y'all. Come on. Come on now. I know y'all feel me. See, struggles, challenges, and hard times offer you much more value than any other time in your life. Them good times don't offer you shit. You cannot grow without struggle. You cannot get stronger without resistance. Think about a time in your life that may have been hard but forced you to become better. Get grateful for the struggles and work on yourself to ensure future has much more pleasure than pain. Our greatest struggles always form our greatest strengths. Feed your mind with success or it would not, and not with mediocrity. The road I've traveled, man, I'm telling you, it ain't been easy, but I'm still here. The only reason I'm here today, y'all, is because God was walking the road with me every step of the way. Hey, man, I'm telling you, when you show courage in the face of adversity, you change your life and others' lives. The most provocative people in the world are the ones, y'all, who won't settle for average and have triumph through adversity. We are it's great. Yeah, that shit cool. But time is met and you gotta go through the experience. Cause see, sometimes our own many times struggle happens to help teach us a lesson we can either learn from that lesson or deny it. From an evolutionary point of view, because y'all know I'm metaphysical perspective, man, you got to stay focused on your goals because sometimes that leads to self-sabotage if you just take the easy way and you stay in your comfort zone. However, Great things never come from. I'm trying to inspire words for the survivors. How many of y'all done survived out there, man? When I'm trying to talk about, I'm trying to get at a starting point for, a real life, a real motivational speech that's stress free. And it's only about fulfilling your dreams. You got to be bold in the direction of your dreams. Stand tall and show the world what are you made of. Nigga. When the world beats you down, find a reason to get back up. Never give up on success. Come on now. What you gonna give up? Try again. Your mind, your ideas, your success, not your failure. Don't be worried about none of that shit. Because every time you fail, follow your dreams. And sometimes following your dreams can be about your plans as they are real. Nobody can do this but God and you. Nobody will see your dreams the way you want them to manifest but God and you. And then He gonna provide them people to help you out. It's real. Give it your best, and your dreams will come true into life. Success is yours. Go for your dreams. It's your turn now, baby. Come on, y'all chime in with me. It's your turn now, baby. If you believe it's your turn now, you got to leave the past behind so you can focus on your future. Die to your past so you can live fully now in the present. You must let go of your past pain, your past struggles, your past story, not because it wasn't important, but because you can't create your future if you keep dwelling on it. Your life is more important right now. See, come on, y'all. You see, you can't change your past at all. And holding on to grudges will never get you where you want to be. Holding on to something you can't change is insanity. Let go of it so you can live. Is you ready to live or what? What you been asking me to let you? You see, I could have focused on all that was wrong with my life. I could have played the victim card. I could have every right to curse the world for putting me in this position. And the choices I made, because I ain't know God, for placing me in a neighborhood. Why should I have to go through these rough times? And they got luxury times. Why should I suffer and others live free? Why should I be homeless while others take for granted the roof over their heads? But I believe I needed to see all of that, to go through all of that, to become the human I am today, y'all. I chose not to be defined by my circumstances, but defined my attitude towards beating my circumstances. Defined by my ability to rise above generations of limitation and lack. Rise above lack of ambition around me. Rise above negativity. Rise above everything. You see, I believe God only gives us what we have the strength to overcome. I believe God only gives us what we need to become strong. The pain I've been through, you've been through, the struggle we've been through, I've been through. I was all needed. It was all needed for here today. You can't feel for others at rock bottom. How you gonna feel for others at rock bottom when you at rock bottom? Come on now. Haven't you been at rock bottom? You can't have courage if you haven't had to fight through the fears. You can't have strength if you haven't had to give up time and time again from when life beats you down. You can't have compassion without suffering. You can't have help from others if you haven't felt helpless for others. I choose to leave my past behind. I decided my future was more important to me than holding on. Or then saying, why me, God? No, 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 no. I'm at the point now I'm saying, try me. Try me. Life tested me and I won. But life will be back. Life will test me again. But I now know I have the strength to overcome. You cannot write the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the first one. The first one is no good compared to the rest. You are the author of your story. Tell it. Don't let others hold the pen. Don't let your past publish your book. This is your story. Be brave when writing your story now. It begins. Dream big. Know you are strong, so much stronger than you give yourself credit for. Let me talk to y'all. Leave the past behind. Plan now. Leave the darkness of your past behind. Look, so you can focus on letting the light of your future in. Your bright light of your future is coming. Do you not see it? This your boy Cash Rap $1 Million version, y'all. Come on, man. Chime in. I pray that you have peace, love, and prosperity, abundance, and wealth in the future. That's what I'm praying for, my enemies and all. New beginnings are on the way. Your blessings are about to drop from on high, from God, not from man. What man gonna bring? Disappointment. Niggas trusted in man instead of God, but Allah, arm, leg, arm, head. You came into this world and you walked this world and you showed us the way and you showed us that we can get through the way if we follow you. And shoot, just last night, because you know it's the new day, happy January 10th, but on January 9th I learned that God was everybody in the Bible. Every David, every Solomon, every Abraham, Ruth. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning some things, you know what I'm saying? As my sister Charmaine said, look, we got prayer warriors around here. We ain't worried about no op. And the op is the devil. Y'all niggas thought y'all was the op. Y'all thought y'all was gonna get some credit and thought we was gonna be saying this message is about the physical op human being. We wasn't even worried about you. We are fighting spiritual battles in high places. Every day that I wake up and I see the sunshine, I smell some air, I see my loved ones that I'm surrounded by, I'm blessed. You think I'm worried about a devil, an enemy, an imp, or whatever niggas call themselves that ain't gonna make it to eternity? They gonna spend eternity in a lake of fire. If you feel it, you ain't gonna be one of the ones that make it to the lake of fire. I'm gonna need you to show some love to the Lord. Or as they say, can I get up? Hey. But it's the truth. Where you gonna be? You gonna be in eternal life, or you gonna be in the lake of fire? Cause look, you know what I'm saying? I learned some things. It was different levels to fucking hell. It's different levels to heaven. Where you want to be? Choose your spot now. This your boy Cash for $1 million version. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I went somewhere with it tonight, y'all. Don't judge me. It don't even matter though. I can't be judged. If you don't like it, make sure you unfriend yourself. Look, what'd you say? They unfriend themselves. Y'all can continue to keep unfriending yourself because we headed to prosperity, abundance, life, love, liberty. Where the cup's gonna run over. I don't know about you, but if you unfriended yourself when you met a real individual and they were certified with you, y'all, come on now. And y'all niggas start moving differently, you was never meant to be in the present anyway. But thank you. Shouts out to you. I appreciate you getting me to the next level. The time and the season that you was into my life, it was much appreciated. I ain't mad at you, but I'm gonna go forward. Hey y'all, let's get ready. Y'all ready? Hey, y'all ready? We finna ride out to eternity. Ain't no time where we at. This is Twilight Zone, and I'm just sorry. Let's kick our feet up. Oh no, I ain't sorry. What's that? I ain't sorry. You feel me? But we about to kick our feet up. I want all y'all to really understand what's really going on out here. And it's the outro. I really didn't want to get the outro because it's going to be a long one. And it could be the last. We're going into the future though, right? And we all know we in the season of sacrifice. And we all know we need to let these people go. But you believe more into the people than saying fuck these people and believe in God. Because it don't even matter, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody has a free will. What are you going to do? When? When the darkness is backwards. Y'all know I keep it with the people. When the darkness is backward. I want to talk about demons in the real world. You know, I just left off, but I'm continuing. I'm not even finna stop the live or anything. I'm just gonna go by divine revelation and what's running through my mind with this, y'all. See, oh man. I really got some stuff on my mind, man, that I got to talk about, and it ain't gonna be easy getting it out. But I'm gonna get it out, though. You feel me? Cause y'all hear what it's saying? It's saying thank God. So no matter how I'm trying to do this live and how I'm trying to come with it, you know what I'm saying? I still, at the end of the day, gotta thank God. You know what I'm saying, for what He's doing. We see all views, comments, and all type of stuff. If anybody get on my live with any type of hate stuff, I'm deleting your comments and I'm blocking you. We don't care, you know, nothing around here, how you feel or anything. We doing major crush stuff out here. Y'all know, like, motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, you in the IU wrestling, you got niggas that got championships. We gonna wrestle with these spiritual demons and whatever these niggas is gonna try to be on. But they can form all type of weapons against us, and you ain't prospering. We're not talking about prospering in the real world. I don't even want to be sitting here talking about this to y'all like this with this next thing I'm finna get into. Cause it's gonna really be like facts, man. You know what I'm saying? I could start things over, you know what I'm saying, do another live, but I'm gonna keep this shit going on. Those who chime in, they chime in. If you ain't chiming in, then I don't know what to tell you. Cause we just in the beginning. Cause I want to talk about these haters and the dark, this backward shit that, you know what I'm saying, these motherfuckers do. These motherfuckers will switch up on you real quick. I want to talk about the dark, backwards world. You know what I'm saying? But it's going on into what I was sitting there talking about with the living in your past. Like, get away with it. That shit is over with. Anything you do in a split second or whatever, after a split second later, that shit is over with. Who's still dwelling in that shit? Especially when you're dealing with savages that don't even get no fuck. That's how them demons think, you know what I'm saying? You got to be really ready to go up against some major demons. But you shouldn't be concerned about nothing or even bragging about nothing if you believe in the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings. This is what this nigga say. He don't need nobody to fight for him. You feel me? But he give us the privilege. But remember, audacity is at an all-time high. So y'all got to be careful out here because, you know, even though some of these motherfuckers will be trying to outshine the masters. And be on that Satan move shit. The first law is don't outshine the master. Stay your ass in exclusion or whatever. Don't outshine God. You think you got outshine God? He got the big brightness. The wrath. Now it's gonna be a long line, because now what I'm finna get into, this is the judgment on you. We're gonna talk about the dark backwards movement ass niggas. The dark backwards. We're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about dark backwards. We're gonna talk about these demons in real life. You better thank God. I said the Lord told me something about the 7 sons of Sceva. See, I want to tell you the testimony is that when I agreed to do a story about demonic activity, possession, and exorcism for crisis, I thought it would be fun, a spooky thrill. See, I would write the article, warn about being too preoccupied with the subject matter, and be done with it. Instead, though, I got sleepless nights, horrifying conversations with those who have been involved in exorcisms. It's time to exercise these niggas and these enemies and the foe. And a new point of view on the demonic world was revealed to me. I'm talking to y'all about a testimony side. We're going into another thing. This shit is lucrative. The lunatics is on the grass. The lunatics is on the grass. You know how they say, keep your grass show so you can see motherfuckers coming? The lunatics is on the grass. They done got to go to the grass. See, it was an hour before midnight. 10-year-old James was in his bedroom alone when he was suddenly gripped by terror. A Pink Floyd song rang out through the empty room. The radio turned on by itself without no electricity. Worried about electricity. You could turn this up on. Listen to the story. The lunatic is on the grass, though. Keep your grass cut short. Yeah, all that. The lunatic is in the rain. James laid paralyzed, looked in hopeless state, and was terrified. And whatever caused it, he didn't know. He wanted to move or cry out, but couldn't. So he just listened. When I'm talking about this, I'm talking about you, her, whoever you are. You better look at the real things of life. I'm going to say it and I'm going to be out. See, the lunatic is in my head. There's someone in my head, but it's not me. That's what you might be saying to yourself. I had people calling me talking about suicide. What you gonna commit suicide for? You can't be forgiven for it. You're going straight to hell. Stay focused and praise the Lord. This was James' first direct experience with evil, though, but it wouldn't be his last. That would become something that would be common in this new world that we're living in. Y'all let this shit become common. But I remember, I have a feeling of something scary being present around this bitch. Then something weird would happen. If y'all understand me, like, share, comment. I don't even care if you don't. Because a lot of people be viewing my shit and don't put no thumbs up. But I ain't tripping. I'm going to get this message out and let you know what's going to happen. First the presence, then the strange thing. It will reoccur that way throughout his life. Y'all remember who I was still talking about, or did y'all get lost? You'll have to rewind it probably. See, this is the first phase of demonic activity. The devil's first tentative steps into a life. For all the victims of demonic activity I spoke with, this sort of thing is common amongst them. Y'all better listen to what I'm telling you about. How we finna go to war with these demonic spirits. And like that little boy James, they all wish to remain anonymous. But I ain't anonymous though. But y'all can get it. See, one victim felt the evil presence as a physical weight in a life. Another saw grotesque people. One saw nothing at all, literally, in one part of the room. Like a pitch black sheet had been pulled down that you couldn't see. The guy made you see, the old boy was on that road to Damascus. See, another victim, as well known. Now I'm going to go into some stuff. We ain't judging Catholic leaders' perspective, you know what I'm saying? And they promulgasm. They said, my most frequent encounters involve black shadows and figures that I see out of the corner of my eye. And my sister Love was talking to me about how they put the horses and behind the back. You got to be focused. I'll see something in my peripheral vision, but I still got to be focused. I still got to stay with a tunnel vision. It's almost always in the motion. When I turn my head, the figure will melt quickly into a fluid-like shadow. You bet it. I told you I was going to get my testimony. And in the flow away through edges of the room or along the ceiling. I see these things frequently, y'all. Almost every day. But I learned that God's love, his encounters are somatic, frightening, involving infestation of crawls, carpets of spiders, cats gathering to stare at. Cats will be, you might go outside and the cat might be there staring at you on your front porch. Objects flying through the rooms in his house, in your house, droids, and inhuman figures standing in the darkened hallways. You know when you tell the people the truth, they gonna off you. It's gonna be over with. But shit, once you realize so much, you like, it don't even matter. I'm gonna tell about the evil presence manifests itself through senseless, other than sight as well. See, I occasionally hear things, voices sounding far away and choppy. I be in the studio though, y'all know I be here, but I'm talking about this something real. One victim said to me, I sometimes get overwhelmed with sulfury smells. My sister Tremaine was telling me about smells, like what's going on around here? Described in different ways. Because y'all know when it's a president ain't supposed to be here, that shit snap. A friend of one of the victims listed these manifestations with y'all. Y'all ain't even following me. I already know because I'm taking to another life. He get an oppressive feeling. Sometimes he see a grotesque impish figure, a short, really nasty looking demon. When he described it to the Romans, the Exorcists, oh, that guy. See, other times he just hears screaming, deafening noise. That's what niggas going through in the joint, nigga. Fuck is y'all talking about? I don't know what you want to call it. The welling of the dam. It's gonna be a welling of the dam, nigga. Y'all ready for the welling of the dam? But there was one phenomenon amongst them that all the victims have experienced. I could feel something there, y'all. It was looking at me. It was looking at me, y'all. Catch me. Don't give me my flowers afterward. See, James felt that presence. Again, on a visit home from college, he was awakened. Now, pay attention to this time. 1:30 a.m. with the feeling that someone was approaching the front door. He went downstairs. And soon, one of his sisters walked in drunk. He talked to her in the living room, warning her about drinking too much. But I'm drinking too much. I ain't talking about this physical drink. I'm talking about that's when the presence came. Then the strange thing. That's when the presence came. Then the strange dream. Let's talk about it. The phone rang then soon, not after that. And he picked it up. I answer no calls. A female voice said, don't even try to talk to her. Just leave her alone. And I received that guy. And that was the blessing. He hung up and talked to his sister anyway. But before long, the presence returned. Ooh, I'm gonna get it out of here. I knew the phone was going to ring. He said, I'll reach for it. Then it rang. I wasn't trying to answer nobody called but God. Because when I answered the phone, it was the same voice, but it was distorted. The voice was the same voice as God, but it was distorted. Emphatically, the voice commanded, I told you not to talk to her. God cut his lecture short after that to me. See, well, you know, y'all still follow me on James? See, James' parents consulted let me consult with this person. Let me see what this person is talking about. You know what I'm saying? They was like, oh girl, like, look, get you to burn up all this shit from the past. Don't look back. He told me there are 3 orders of realities whose family confirms the account. Father Horde died 3 years ago. There's the, how I want to say it, the divine existence. Because see, just below, that is the pre-natural world. The world of spirits, angels, good or bad. Then there's the natural world, where we live. I'm going to get into it. After this, I'll probably be gone. But human beings also participate in prematurity or pre-natural. But I learned that some people are more in tuned to the prematurality of this world. Like y'all call them babies that y'all ain't letting us see. They kind of feel a sense of betterness. You know, things like what I just explained to you. Things like demons. All right. You gotta tell the people about the other stuff too. You can't just say the angels, they fighting against demons. Michael, y'all niggas better get ready. He wants to be with you forever. God, that's what I'm talking about. Because see, when I agreed to do a story about demonic activity, possession, and exorcism for the crisis, I thought it would be fun and a spooky thrill. Like it was just for fun. I write the article of this shit. I'm trying to warn you about being too preoccupied with the subject matter and just be done with these niggas. Instead, I got sleepless nights, horrifying conversations with those who have been involved in exorcism demons for people. And now after catching COVID and all that shit, I got a new point view of the demonic world. Because I know that's what y'all niggas on, but pop, 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 we fire spiritual shots at you. The skeptics have fought and rose above these battles. Belief in the devil has been real for many years. What are the church's greatest needs at the present time right now? We can go back to Pope Paul, this number, that nigga number, and you can ask them back in 1972, all this shit. Don't be surprised at our answer once we give it to you. And don't write it off as simplicity or even superstitious. Don't do that. One of the church's greatest needs is to defend itself against the evil we call the devil. You got to start doing some pat down. We ain't even trust y'all that's saying that y'all we got to have the spirit of discernment. There are age battles that we have faced between philosophers all our life. And then there's natural evilness. The Pope, he's gonna side with evil. But if you take an active force, a living spiritual, how I want to say it, being is perverted in a way, and that perverts others. It is a terrible reality. It's even mysterious and frightening. What we about to face? I'm talking about the Vatican. I know people don't like. I'm gonna talk about it all. The Vatican has issued an updated norms of exorcism as recently as 2022, and they did it. The last recently was 1999. Demons are real, y'all. Demons are inescapable. The demons are a real inescapable a part of the Old Testament. They are named there. Lucifer is Isaiah. Asmodeus is Tobit. Satan is Job. What you thought? And the New Testament can almost sound like the story of Christ, the exorcist. The one that came to earth to end the reign of that strong man, Beelzebub. In St. John's words, the reason the Son of Man appeared was to destroy the works of the devil, the works of your enemy, the works of your struggle, the works of whatever you focus on more than God. Don't put that before God. Some manner of belief in demons is part of every religion in every age. And the diabolical world haunts moderns with no religion too. Most horror movies work by suggesting that there's another layer to the world. It's another layer to the world. You might not know, and I ain't expecting you to know, but it's another layer to the world when we don't choose ourselves. That is filled with darkness. Puncture a little chaos. It pours out there. You want to be where they pour out chaos. Some of these stories, I'll tell you, involve contorted bodies, glowing eyes, levitation, and other Hollywood aspects of the demonic activity. But we still talking about God, but we're going to talk about what God be seen, how he defeated the enemy. But I decided to focus on that story when I was reading it about James, which is terrifying in a more typical way. It's filled with ambiguity, punctuated occasionally by verses of darkness. Motherfuckers be trying to burst out with darkness. Oh, they trying to keep this shit 24, and it has left them spiritually weary. Because the truth is, the victims of demonic activity don't live in carnal, haunted houses. They exist at the edges of the map. They're anxious or depressed, actually, distorted, disorganized in a spiritual way. And spiritual lives are slowly losing their minds, always wondering if the thoughts filling their heads are really their own. I'm trying to tell you what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't experience them. Clever. A fallen angel said of one of the victims I spoke with, I'm not sure I sense a great deal or intelligence there at all. It's like they're working on some kind of animal instinct. We ain't sure about these people. You know what I'm saying? You know they family, even though they're close to them, we ain't sure about these people. Now let's talk about who won the world. The Catholic writer Mark Shaw pointed out the devil. And he said, in rejecting the devil, ultimate good will come from God. Reject secondary goods. Reject like intelligence as well. But that doesn't mean he isn't clever. The late exorcist Malachi Martin once said, this is in the word, you know what I'm saying? Protect your word. He said, never try to reason with the devil. But as a conversationalist, he's probably not like the demons, you know what I'm saying? The imps. Don't try to rationalize with the devil. You got to take him out. He's more like the captured alien at Independence Day. You know y'all traditionalism. I like to say. I'm talking about it in real life. Presidents ain't gonna help you nothing. Presidents are making careful negotiations by saying simply, die. That's gonna be the new contract. When you sign this contract on whoever trying to still get material stuff here, in the end, die. So why dwell on the diabolical world at all, y'all? This matter of the devil and of the influence he can exert on individuals as well as the communities. I don't give a fuck. The entire societies, the events that y'all niggas sow is very important. Y'all better know. Are we talking about the doctrine? Oh, don't talk about the doctrine, which I study. Although it is getting little attention to today's world, though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't telling the people the truth. All to the fullest. I'm gonna put it to you in 3 different ways. God found it to be true. I'm gonna be out, bro. I'm not gonna waste no more time. First, the stories I collected add up to a giant neon sign saying, "Stay away from witchcraft." I said, look, can't tell me about some witchcraft. I didn't even know about it. And other occult practices, my nigga. When I asked exorcists if witchcraft is a gateway to more serious demonic activity, you know what they told me? They were incredulous. Gateway is directly dealing with the demonic. Nearly everyone they treat has been exposed in some way to Ouija boards, spells, hexes, white magic, or tarot cards. The stuff your local chain store fills its shelves with because it sells so well. What you gonna do about them selling it? So they can have the access to play with these demonic stuff. Come on, it's just like you ride past after you get out of church and ain't put nothing in it. I go broke for the church. Second, even if you're never tempted by witchcraft, recalling the nature of the demonic world can be a moral, scared straight lesson. Y'all remember that movie? Oh yeah, scared straight. Come on now. Tell them to quit selling it. Try this instead. The next time you face a temptation in life, remember yourself. And you're cooperating with the Mevali, with a negative development insect that hates you, yet wants to be you, and wants you to lose your soul forever. You will find your old, reliable sins lost. They're going to lose a little bit of Lord. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing, you're a Lord. Third, I found that these aren't simply horror stories. Horror stories work by attacking hope. But we aren't helpless when we face the devil, though. Let me talk to y'all. The power of Satan is nothingness. He is only a creature. Bitch, you ain't been created, Satan. Fuck you. I don't care if nobody like how I go. I'm going to still be a jerk. Powerful from the first place to a pure spirit. But still, nigga, you is a creature, Satan. You done fucked over God, and I knew niggas is chiming up. In modern day saints, like the blessed mother Teresa, found the devil and won. I'm gonna find the devil and win. The devil tried to possess Mother Teresa. You know what I'm saying? You better go to the Vatican churches and the Catholic churches. They tried to find her when she was sick in the hospital. At your lowest point, they want to keep calling, don't answer. They was trying to call Mother Teresa. Yeah, what's going on? Bitch, you know what's going on. I'm in the hospital. We're finna exercise them demons up in y'all. We can take comfort in the fact that God never allows more for a soul than it can handle. And that is only after we invite demons in that they cause us serious problems. Quit inviting them demons in. Fuck them people. Leave them in the past. You see they hating already and doing weird shit. What you want to invite them in for? Or when we leave ourselves wide open to them by spending time with them, with their witchcraft, like Sis Love said. No, we finna exercise these demons. Y'all think it ain't real. See, the reason why we do that because it is the demonic activity going on. It's the presence of evil going on right now. Comes all the devils initiate. The second phase comes at our own risk. These demons been released. Don't fuck with them. There are two common ways the devil enters a person. One exorcist told me. The basic one is through sin. The person turns away from God and commits sin frequently. I'm going to talk to y'all. Get it? Because I'm going to be dead at it. The devil finds a willing victim. A willing victim. He finds a friend. Conversely, there's a person who is good. You know what I'm saying? And the devil goes after him or her. The devil tries to wear the person down. I'm gonna tell you how the truth is over with. Because once it don't matter, even if you think you was just once you see it, you're gonna be like, no, you gotta tell the people. You know what I'm saying? The truth. See, the devil is ready to meet you now. The devil ready to meet you now. This is not a pleasant story I'm about to talk to y'all about. Get off this line because this ain't gonna be what you want. The devil ready to talk to you now. That's how these niggas come. He was 20. Y'all doing that challenge, right? It was winter break from college, you know what I'm saying? From all this shit. All this monotonous. We had a frustrating experience at a meeting at a Catholic community. So in charity, we'll keep, you know what I'm saying, the pastor name out of it. And all well-known groups. He felt some type of way out of place and unfulfilled at the meeting. So he left early to go to his friend's house. Vanessa Jezebel house and take her out to a movie. But see, when James arrived, and James is you or whoever you are, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even really telling no names. I'm just telling you a story about James and how he had known Vanessa since the 5th grade. Shorty with that Jezebel spirit that y'all want to talk about. An all-female household. Oh, you think you gonna do it without a man? We talking about Miss Jasmine and all the 3 daughters who seemed wealthy, even though the father wasn't there. The father was absent as hell. You ain't got God. If you ask their religion, though, the Jezebel spirits will tell you that they studied their ancestry. And then they'll refer to Yahweh's accounts in the Old Testament, the stories of animal sacrifice, and try to use everybody else as a scapegoat. Yahweh. See, shorty, you know what I mean? Dad's in the kitchen making cookies. See, it's been like 10 minutes preparing them, but they were not warm. I'm skipping shit on purpose, y'all. Here. At least they spent 10 minutes on it. See, that spirit of Jezebel started talking to me about Moses. And how he was a woman. And how Moses had horns, like in the sculpture that they painted. And all kinds of really weird stuff was happening, y'all. At one point, I put both my hands in front of her face, palms out, not touching, and I said, all of a sudden, You open your eyes and you see what's going on now, right? Now you want to come back. She waved them apart. I was sort of like entranced by it. Don't get me twisted. Because for real, to this day, I don't even know if the pussy was drugged because I ain't even hit it. She keeps talking to this stuff. And I'm getting confused in the story. I hope y'all was still following to me about when we changed the subject, that it was about a story. Because the only way to reach y'all is through stories and cliches, but we about to drive to the movies. We told everybody we was finna go to the movies, but we ain't even go to the movies. Is y'all ready to go to the movies? God said, I'm finna take you out on a date to the movies, but you ain't even finna go to the movies. God took us to a house. And as he sat in the strange building, he felt the strong presence of evil. And soon this one and that one arrived. It's in the sky. We're still talking about James. And he brought his company. He had been in his company. They been in before. They been around here. Only 10 miles away. They ain't too far. But they was in an unfamiliar house. You might be in an unfamiliar house at the time of your life. But James wasn't tripping. He was talking to him. He was like, hey, look, I'm ready to go downstairs. If you want to. We off James. Now we talking about her. She didn't explain nothing. James tried to pray, but couldn't. His mind was distracted. But he said there was no way he was going downstairs. And then the downstairs is, do you want to go to hell, nigga? We going up. But they sat longer, making small talk with each other. You feel me? But, you know, the temptation, the girl, you know what I'm saying? She would steadily repeat her invitation, and sometimes even more insistently. We cool, we not going downstairs. We staying above water and we going to the top. See what? Temptation, he's ready to go downstairs if you want. But see, finally, I'm going all over the place there. I told you this last part wasn't for you. But the invitation to go downstairs and meet him, we left that place last year. We're not looking at no downstairs. We upstairs. But you don't remember that movie, though. You don't remember that movie when you was downstairs and you ain't have nothing and you was crying on the Most High God to bring you something? That's what you should be remembered all 10 years ago. Every motherfucking year. But you worried about the flesh and how the fuck it look. The blessings of the Lord makes rich. And the end, that's where you're going to stumble into that car. Did you like the part about the goat? That's what your enemies asked, and they laughed. But you said, we are going back to that house to finish what we started. Look, I don't know what we got to finish, but let's get it started. That was too much. See, I had an inspiration to order, not ask, but tell. Take me home. I ain't feeling this vibe. No, okay. No, you ain't finna go nowhere. Take me home. Is what I repeat. I'm not getting caught up in that. I don't give a about what you got, how you moving. If it ain't feeling right, take me home. I know I got a better chance here. But yet still, motherfucker turn to their best friend, you know what I'm saying, to their sister, you know what I'm saying, as if I wasn't prepared. Well, what do I do now? Because you worried about people pleasing and getting the answers from everybody, but to go ask God about it. You got to do whatever this person say and that person say. We not honoring none of what man got going on. But shit, you be at a point like, what do you do when this happens though? We fuck. And I'm doing that on purpose. Referring back to her sister's husband. You know what Dr. Dre going through right now with his wife, right? Come on now. You know this devil working through everybody. And they sounded utterly serious with this shit they coming on. Remember what I told you? Audacity is at a big time high. You be like, do you have the audacity to come and talk to me? Ooh, it's at an all-time high. Yeah, that's how they feel. But see, the strangest part of the night was still ahead. You know, we've been going into this live for a long time. The strangest part of the night was still ahead. Forget God as soon as you get home. You're going to decide, you're going to drive back, or you're going to go back to the religious folk community where you started out. Remember, I'm going to different places. I got to talk to you, and then I got to move around because, you know, I get my flowers and all that shit afterward. It was late at night. His sister, we talking about James. Y'all remember I was talking about Geraldine. He told him, like, he said goodbye. And it was the sort of goodbye that seemed to mean goodbye forever. I'm about to go a different way. I'm about to not be here. So I got to say, keep it real. Figure out it later on. I'll hurry up and you know, he was barely in a condition to even be driven. He ain't had to drive the energy, fighting for it. But he was drugged, he was cursing thing, cars were wheezing by him, wheezing. I was just trying to make a straight path. But by the time I got there, I was really scared. I was really scared. He woke up. The priests, lay people who lived at the community, and he told them, I think God wants me to live here. But, you know, the priest tried to explain that people don't receive vacations out of fear, and left to get some clothes for James to change in. He had wet his pants. Don't wet your pants in this pandemic. So James sat staring at the crucifix on the wall, getting more and more agitated about this situation. Finally, he shouted out, "Forget God!" and ran out into the hall. He pushed past 3 men and headed toward the chapel. Better thank God. There, when he reached the chapel, several men of the religious house witnessed James stand on the pew and do a backflip. What you talking about? They called for others to help them, and they called the police too. Y'all just follow me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into it with it, but it's gonna be real. I don't care what you feel. James made a dash toward the sanctuary, breaking the chapel's epiphany statues on the way. You know, you're going to have some man that going to intervene. I'm going for the tabernacle. Ain't that what y'all call it? Oh, all right. I want it inside the kingdom of heaven. I just wanted to get to Jesus. He never, you know what I'm saying? 6 man tried to hold him down. He broke free from them 6 man. They held him again. I'm talking about James, I'm talking about me, I'm talking about you. If you feel a like, share, and comment. James was put into a straitjacket and thrown into the darkness of the vehicle. Talking about real life was gonna happen. In the paddy wagon, you know, I was certain I had died already and gone to hell from all the sins I committed. That was the deepest, worst psychological thing I ever experienced in my life. It was so heinous and evil. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all probably didn't know where I'm coming from. But I can still hope, though, in the midst of that. And I can still pray in the midst of that. But all my religious education told me that it wouldn't be impossible if it wasn't for hell. Yeah, I know y'all don't even know about that. No, it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for hell. See, the next thing I know, came back to remember, it was like a psychic ward I was on, sitting in front of a blue light. They put some drug in front of me. You hear me? They put some drug in front of me and said, I'd be asleep within 10 seconds. You give me a drug while I'm gone, it's 10 seconds. I spent that night in that rubber room. I didn't sleep at all. Usually, in such cases, bro, being a patient would I spend months into that quiet place in the hospital, going to them, checking on. But with these Catholic doctors, when they intervene, they say, you got a clean bill? You got your mental health together? You want us to diagnose you? It's going to cost you. Sign right here and it's affirmed. In a hospital for only weeks. And while you was in the hospital, a life. Possession I shared. I'm about to tell you about these details in this case. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I told you I was going to be on real live. It's going really down. See, I know a lot of older people. I'm going to talk about a 59-year-old, Jay Channing. He a pastor at St. Martin de Porres, Pashas and Brother, Colorado, a priest and exorcist from India, Father Jacob. The ones that's quick to point out that he is not the official exorcist. Right there, but, nigga, you only help victims of diabolical activity with the knowledge, though. But you don't want to help. And then niggas give you requests. You know, I want to talk about the vouchers that's being played out that you signing yourself to, priests. We know y'all the ones in good standing, right? Diabolical activity generally falls into one of 4 categories. You know what I'm saying? Categories. Mildest forms are, y'all got an infestation of this phony shit. And enemies obsessed with you with the phony shit. A person is harassed by the devil, either by intense temptation. You bring a temptation intensely, or in a particular area of a person's life. I know that ain't right. That's oppression. That's oppression, man. I'm not finna sugarcoat nothing. Attacked by evil spirits on a person is worse. The spirit could cause discouragement for weariness. Or it could put up external shows to frighten the person, such as shaking person's bed where they lay their head down during his sleep at night. I already know what you own, Satan, and who you working through, and you defeat it. And I'm not worried about none of my haters, none of my enemies. Get off my shit. I'm black. If somebody say anything, it's rare, really. Real is rare and fake is everywhere. I'm not looking for no partial line. If anybody, I don't know who you say anything negative, whatever, who cares what you say? Fuck a pass in that third, I'm gonna block you, delete you. You know what I'm saying? Or sue your fuck ass. Because the devil's gonna take control over the consciousness of the people if they choose to allow him to instead of receiving God. See, the mouth of God, it speaks. It uses the hands and the legs of the person to do violence. I know you ain't worried about it, but look at your Old Testament. It uses the mouth of the person to abuse and blaspheme. Oh, no. I'm here to tell you that there are 3 kinds of exorcisms. First, there's the liturgic exorcism that is incorporated in every baptismal ceremony. Second, there is so-called private exorcisms or simple exorcisms. It can be performed by any of the faithful and can be as simple as the words. Be gone, Satan. Why you doing all that? All I gotta do is say, be gone, Satan. We ain't doing it repetitive and all that. It's too long. The third kind of exorcism is the solemn swear, public, or formal exorcism. This ritual is only carried out with the specific authorization of a bishop. Sorry I gotta do this to you. It's a serious matter right now. But what they like to call it, sacramento, not a sacrament. That means its effect is not infallible. And it may have to be repeated more than once. Oh, you ain't get through this message? Who next got to go? 1, internationally known exorcist. I spoke with, I'm telling y'all my testimony, but asked that they name not be used. And I'm going to respect that as long as I can talk about what I want to talk about before y'all me. You feel me? He said they do a lot of research on all this shit, all this vaccination shit. But before suggesting a formal exorcism on these niggas, if the psychiatrists and the medical doctors have all said the same thing and given the person a clean bill of health, the precept, I would do what's called provocation, or provoke. I provoke the devil into manifesting himself if he's there. Where you at? See, the devil, he has a few chosen methods of provocation. Y'all better stop playing and quit not talking about what's going on. Most commonly, I'll put it, the blessing sacrament and pace. When I go into the room to see the person, unbeknownst to them, I will carry the blessed sacrament. If the person is possessed, they know right away that I have it. They'll say, no, no, go away. I can't go near you. He won't let me. He won't let me. Or with the prayer, we'll sprinkle holy water on your eyes. The person will react and say, stop that. Stop that. It burns. It burns. Don't do that. Don't do that. Is y'all ready to say that to the devil that's trying to take control of your life? I'm telling you these last words for something, but don't listen. I was never possessed. After all, I went toward the tabernacle, not away from it. I was probably oppressed by a demon. We all probably was. The Father still got us. And it was likely caused by witchcraft. You don't know, you gotta be aware. I know many cases that remind me of exorcisms. It's time to perform these exorcisms on these haters and these demons. Because they instrumentally possess. It's your time now. Let's rise. Chime into your voice, your boy Cash Rap $1 Million Version. It became very violent at a certain point though in life. The possessed person jumped into the sanctuary and pushed down the statue of the blessed mother. I ended up putting iron grills around all the other statues. I had to be exercised too. 10 years ago, challenged and shit. Many years after the incident, after all the episodes about the brother, sister, it brought me to a priest who performed a simple exorcism on me without ever mentioning the devil or using the word exorcism. The priest asked me, that I used some tests, and then it was like almost as if like weird afterthought. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta follow me. I gotta hurry up. Said something prayers like it was like over. It was in Latin. I couldn't understand the language. They pointed out the exorcism, but they told me that the exorcists don't mean what wrong with me. You ain't gonna stop this message from coming, God. Not if you ain't the most high God. We talking about the ones that try to appear and say, understand. It was like, I was like, once I went through that fear state, you know what I'm saying? I'm an angel. And I'm like, who the fuck brought two different people for a treatment? You know what I'm saying? So we're here for this exorcist story about to tell the true story. Then motherfucker told me about one of them, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna call him Leonard, the father of thought. You know, this nigga was like brought on a witch's hex. Yeah. They fly on witch's hex too. Don't get twisted. A witch could be a man or a woman. You can't be just thinking that it's just one, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all this, because they ain't gonna tell you. They're gonna keep playing and all that. So shit, then when you got the question and shit saying you got the reporting strange incidents. Like, look, yo, I just went here. Well, I didn't even know y'all was doing this ritual, but now I'm seeing this shit. I look at you like you're crazy. He told me he was raving a nightmare, and when he woke up, he was completely unable to move because there was a demon sitting on the top of him with glowing eyes. Do you know about that? Oh, so I done left you. I already know I was talking about it before. I told you we were gonna talk about this whole thing. You hear me? All that prayer shit. And see, after all the prayers, the demon was laying on top of you. Then the demon went away for a while. But eventually it returned. You know what I'm saying? Something about that. I ain't finna say all that shit, Barbados. I'm not finna waste time for you. You gotta hurry up. Because this shit is about aggressive, depressing presences. That's what brought me to the Father God. I'm like, this is aggressive, depressing presences. I'm gonna need your help, Lord. The exorcist perform a solemn exorcism. Y'all remember the movie? I was just watching that shit last night. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I still know what you did last summer. We talking about these oppressing spirits. Are you still living in the past? They'll steal your briefcase. They'll stitch you with the stolen. I think it's time for you to begin to start praying. The prayers included for the saints. See, at one point, the exorcism demanded that the demon reveal himself. But you see now, these motherfuckers gonna appear as an angel of light. And I'm gonna straight cut their head off like, you know, in the Quran. You already know I am Allah Akbar to the fullest. I believe in every prophet. So I only know one God. Period. If you don't like it, block yourself, do all that shit, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna keep going. You are possessed. I'm finna tell you what's gonna happen. Don't believe it or not, but you finna watch it manifest. See, they might have afflicted you with a weakness and a hex, and they should have come to the next month. Is you gonna make it to the next month? Throw up your hands if you gonna make it to the next month. Or do you not know? Or how you gonna make sure you know? He said not to be distracted by the devil's harassment. I don't want you to be distracted by the Satan's harassment, but to pray before the holiness of God. If you do, you can finally be exposed. If you pray, you will probably have some rosaries and then go to the masses, and it might give you a little bit more time to confess often. I'm being real with the people. According to exorcists, possession often happens through some form of witchcraft. Now, I haven't read about it, but when my sis told me about some experiences of what's going on, I started saying like, yo, I'm waiting here if a person is all the way across the world, you know what I'm saying, they going into the same thing. This got to be real. Don't think God is real and the devil ain't real as well. Which side you gonna choose? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Which side is you gonna choose? He was eager to point out the witches. But the witches have no real power over the devil, though. Talk to me. Come on, man. The devil, after using a witch, you feel me? To the best interest of both, man and female. Don't get it twisted. Eventually, will kill her indirectly. He said, I'm talking the book. Bad or not, accidents slowly from not being able to care for themselves. You are slowly to be able to care for yourself. You see every other race and everybody else doing this shit. You feel me? But let's talk about this person that got their business. Let's talk about you want to buy this shit. This shit ain't nothing. You go raise a check and you're skeptical. You're skeptical about claims of demonic activity, but y'all doing 10-year challenges, though. How about those 10 years and that challenge have shit? The devil ain't take you out, then you better keep pushing forward. Because people frequently consult with things that ain't with what's going on. But see, then over the years, I saw like effects. I'm like, am I in the movie shop? I'm trying to do this music shit with this, that, third. I saw effects in certain persons, and I consulted with them. Do you want to consult? A consultation. I know I'm gonna say that true. Am I crazy? Shaking beds. I'm trying to tell you about the exorcism that's going on out here right now. Exorcism have seen it all, but they haven't seen it often. But you better get off. I'm gonna switch up. I know I've been going all the time. See, usually they encounter patients like them slow ones. Harassment, oppression are the most common form of demonic activity. You ain't know? In a way, well, I'll say. The most frightening, the devil doesn't enter at some definitive point in time. We live in eternity. We don't know what time it is. Better quit thinking about time and think about eternity. Yeah, he hangs around. He hangs around. For months, for years. I'm going to do a backflip on incidents. His sisters, my sisters, the man love Tamiko, you know what I'm saying, was working as a dispatchers for a security company, sitting up late by a phone that never rang. You know what I'm saying? My sisters, they real people and they real good women that y'all niggas should be happy to have in your life if y'all can even get close to them, but you can't. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be some type of way. I'm going to maintain it. Then when it's my time to go, I'm probably be back out here. And this is going to be on in y'all lives. You feel me? Strange calls. Adults laughing like children. Adults are laughing like children. What the fuck is so funny? Nonsense words. Weird voices. And you want to tell me that I should be worried about, you know what I'm saying? Weird shit from the devil, though. But let me be so to speak and quick to listen. I ain't gonna play no victim, bro. Answer the telephone to hear. Answer the telephone to hear. I am with you. You already know what so what? See, perhaps the devil uses a human person under his control to make the calls. That's why I was like, I ain't gonna film me. I'm gonna be out of your midst in a hot second. I'm gonna do this real quick. Demons hound the victims, never letting them rest, never letting them forget. That's what hell is like. It's a wireless connection. And the witness I spoke with a witness because if I describe how months after the incidents, the grotesque people, the homeless women and niggas with blank eyes in front of their face approached me, and it was like, nigga, how you still doing? I would sacrifice myself. I have a message for you though. In order to relieve myself, making a puddle underneath your dress. Is it looking good to you? Am I right? But I'm going to take this as my torment that I must go through. Remembering those of what they did. But I'm talking about tonight. Right now. My life is filled with such stories. My life stories are filled with frightening, but nonetheless, it'll leave you in doubt. They couldn't be explained without any reference to the demonic world that you want to go through, haters. Your hexes, your paranoid experiences and stuff, we not even paying attention to them. We really don't even give a fuck. And you used to lie because a nigga would this is a continuous live. I ain't sure about you. I don't know if I want to take you in, and I can, because we all got our own choice and will. I don't want to do destruction. But if you got mental illness, this is what I'm saying. Mental illness is not diabolical activity. Yet, there is a relationship between the two, though. There is a difference between smaller psychological problems. If they're not taken care of real quick, can cause mental illness. Let's see, in my experience, OG mama, too, we in this bitch, demons could aggravate somebody's psychological problems to cause mental illness. You don't want to do that, I don't think. Because I don't think you got no strap, and I don't think you really ready to bust that if a motherfucker reach upside your head. And vice versa. See, some people got mental illnesses already. You gotta be careful. You don't know what their experiences is. That shit can lead to people to oppressed situations. You oppressed, but we ain't possessed. And we come to exorcise demons. All type of shit. Yeah, just from each of the victims I spoke with said the same thing. Listen, are you ready? I thought I was crazy. And in each of the cases, I admit, I wondered the same thing too. I'm telling the truth to the people. I'm not finna go out without telling the truth to the people. It is what it is. All the same, one exorcist after the next one is that third. Y'all niggas ain't even doing no exorcisms. You don't even know how to do them. All you know how to do is keep going to hospitals and talk about people had psychiatrical episodes. New world, new beginnings. God appointed and pointed out that he said most people who know you see nothing at all wrong with you. But I suffered greatly. There are times when I'm very angry at God for letting certain things happen. I'll tell you all the truth. There's certain times when I am angry with God and wanted to do sumptuous priests and figure their ways. I'm telling you the truth. Y'all know the devil's nature. The devil is an oppressor. And if you can find any way, an energy drainer. The devil is an oppressor and an energy drainer. He'll wait on the spirits of those who are afflicted. He isn't into artful. He doesn't play. And he can't make you a rock star. He won't keep his promises, the devil. He won't keep his promises to you. But I'm assured of one thing, that God will. He will keep his promises beyond imagination. But Satan ain't. Who y'all gonna work for? Bitch, you gonna keep working. How you gonna defend yourself against him? Grace is the decisive defense. Talking about this great shit. What's your decisive defense? Let's see how real life gonna get. Perhaps the best approach, I'm just trying to tell you, is the one Mom took. They allow us to keep shelter one night at a time in this house. All the doors were locked, then appeared to unlock on their own. Didn't they? Scare you. Nazi. Because I got spiritual weapons, I got physical weapons. I'm not going to lie to y'all. You feel me? I believe in God. With some real fire. Never, 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 never think that anybody weapons that's formed against you, that ain't going to prosper. But it got to be formed against you. God's going to give you anything that you need to get by today. Here's what it is. God is going to give you anything that you need to get by for today. This your boy Cash Rap $1 Million version. I don't even know where I went there today. I probably like zoned out for a real hot second with y'all. But I really appreciate everybody that really tuned in. It's official. Y'all rock with me. You know what I'm saying? To the last days. I was going somewhere everywhere with that, and I don't even know where that came from. But I thank y'all for being a part of what the future got going on. And with all that, I'm going to go back to the same message. Leave the past behind so you can focus on your future. It's sacrifice season. God says he's about to bring his divine chastisement on the enemies. They're going to have to face you before it's over with. Y'all thank God. This your boy Cash Rap $1 Million version, man. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in with me. I wish you faith, hope, prosperity, love, and new beginnings. Deuces, y'all. I hope y'all call my message, man. This was a real one. But I gotta keep it real with the people. Happy 2022. We out. We out. Yeah. It's your boy Cash Rap $1 Million.